Welcome, sit back, and let this story guide you into peaceful dreams. Dahlia and Tulip's Playful Adventure. This story is about Dahlia and a happy gnome named Tulip, who embark on a magical, playful adventure in an enchanting garden. On the edge of a vibrant forest, there lived a spirited girl named Dahlia. One sunny afternoon, Dahlia discovered an enchanting garden filled with colorful flowers and butterflies. To her surprise, she found a tiny gnome sitting on a mushroom, dressed in clothes that shimmered with a magical glow. The gnome introduced himself as Tulip. Tulip's laugh was contagious as he cheerfully declared, "Welcome to my garden of wonders." Dahlia, curious and full of energy, asked Tulip to show her around. Tulip agreed, hopping down from his mushroom seat with a twinkle in his eye. They explored the garden, discovering hidden paths, secret tunnels, and playful creatures that roamed freely. Dahlia marveled at the beauty and whimsy of the place, her laughter blending with Tulip's joyful giggle. They came across a sparkling stream where fish with iridescent scales danced through the water. Dahlia and Tulip splashed around, creating rainbows with the droplets. Further along, they found a grove where magical fruit hung from trees. Tulip taught Dahlia how to pluck the fruit gently and share that each fruit held a special surprise. With every bite, they experienced delightful bursts of flavors and tiny bits of laughter that tickled their tongues. As the sun began to set, they stumbled upon a meadow filled with fireflies. The meadow glowed with a soft, golden light as the tiny creatures illuminated the evening. Dahlia and Tulip sat together, watching the fireflies' delicate dance, their hearts filled with warmth and happiness. They made wishes on the stars that twinkled above, promising to cherish this moment forever. Finally, as it grew dark, Tulip escorted Dahlia back to the edge of the forest. "Come visit anytime," Tulip said with a wink. Dahlia waved goodbye, her heart brimming with joy and the promise of new adventures. She knew she had found a magical friend in Tulip, a friend who had shown her the joy of playfulness and the beauty hidden in the simplest moments. The final merry laugh, Dahlia turned home, her spirit as bright as the stars that now dotted the night sky. Now another heartwarming tale awaits. Lobelia and the Peaceful River. This story is about Lobelia, a kind-hearted girl who meets Angelonia, the river nymph, and learns to nurture inner peace, which she shares with her village. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and verdant fields, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Lobelia. Each day, Lobelia would walk through the lush meadows humming a tune that seemed to blend with the whispering winds and the chirping birds. One sun-drenched afternoon, as she followed a serene pathway down to the sparkling river Lumina, Lobelia noticed something unusual. There, by the water's edge, sat a delicate creature with a shimmering aura, brushing her azure hair. It was Angelonia, the mystical river nymph, who was able to grant peace to those who fully serve it. Intrigued and slightly nervous, Lobelia approached the ethereal being. "Kings, I am Lobelia," she said, her voice carrying the gentleness of her heart. Angelonia turned to her with eyes as deep and tranquil as the river itself. "I am Angelonia. What brings you to the river today?" Lobelia took a seat beside the nymph and sighed. "I seek peace, for my village has been restless with worry and fear." Angelonia nodded, as if understanding the weight of Lobelia's words. "Peace is not something that can be found outside of oneself, but it can be nurtured within and shared." With that, Angelonia extended her hand towards the river, causing the waters to part slightly, revealing a path of light. "Walk with me," she beckoned. Hand in hand, they journeyed along the luminescent path. Lobelia felt her anxieties dissolve like mist under the morning sun. The further they went, the more vibrant and harmonious the surroundings became. The flora seemed to sing, and even the smallest critters exuded contentment. You see, Angeloni explained, the river reflects the peace within us. When we are at peace, the world around us harmonizes with that inner tranquility. Lobelia smiled, feeling a profound sense of understanding and calm wash over her. After what felt like a timeless walk, they reached a serene glade where the river formed a gentle pool, reflecting the sky's myriad hues. Whenever you need peace, return to this place within your heart, Angelonia whispered as she gently released Lobelia's hand. With a heartfelt goodbye, Lobelia walked back to her village. From that day forward, she carried a piece of the river's tranquility within her. Her presence became a beacon of calm and reassurance, spreading peace wherever she went. The villagers, inspired by Lobelia's newfound serenity, found it easier to face their challenges with a calm heart. Thus, peace blossomed in the little village, not as a result of something external, but for the nurturing of their inner selves. Then every so often, Lobelia would return to the river Lumina, knowing that Angelonia would always be there, a guardian of peace and serenity. Let's continue our journey with another story. Radiance of Friendship. This story is about a girl named Star and a butterfly named Boris who use their friendship and inner light to protect their village from a storm. In a village where the stars rain down like dreams, there lived a young girl named Star. Star had eyes that sparkled like the night sky and a heart that shone with kindness. Every evening, she would visit the slum meadow at the edge of the village. One evening, as she sat among the blossoming flowers, she noticed a butterfly trying to free itself from a spider's web. The butterfly had wings that glimmered in shades of azure and gold, and Star's heart went out to it. Gently, she reached out and freed the delicate creature. Fainting, the butterfly said, its wings fluttering gracefully. "My name is Courage, by the way." Star was astonished to hear a butterfly speak, but she replied with a smile, "Isn't Star? It's nice to meet you, Courage." From that day on, Star and Courage became inseparable friends. Every evening, they would meet in the meadow. Star would tell stories of the village, and Courage would share tales from the lands he had flown through. Courage's wings seemed to light up even more brilliantly when he told his stories. One night, a terrible storm started to brew over the village, with clouds threatening to swallow the stars. Star and Courage found shelter under a giant oak tree. "I wish I could protect the village from the storm," Star said, looking up at the darkening sky. Courage fluttered round Star, the glow of his wings providing a small beacon of light. "Maybe you can," Courage said thoughtfully. "When we share our light, even the darkest times can take it away." Inspired by Courage's words, Star ran to the center of the village square. She closed her eyes and focused on the light within her heart. Little by little, the glow intensified until it radiated outward, illuminating the square. The villagers, seeing the light, were drawn to the square, and soon enough, everyone joined in, sharing their own warmth and light. Together, their combined radiance was enough to scatter the storm clouds, revealing the starlit sky once more. Star and Courage watched as the village was bathed in the gentle light of the stars. "Thank you for showing me that even a small light can make a big difference," Star said, smiling at her friend. Courage fluttered his delicate wings, adding to the shimmering glow. "It's the strength of our friendship that made it all possible." From then on, the village was never afraid of storms, knowing that unity and kindness would always bring back the light. Star and Courage friendship grew stronger each day, and the meadow became a symbol of their unbreakable bond. Let's wander gently into the next story. Embrace of Crocus and Iris. This story is about the deep bond of friendship between Crocus, a kind-hearted human, and Iris, a spirited squirrel, as they embrace the moments they share together in the forest. In a serene forest, where the sun filtered through the leaves like golden honey, there lived a kind-hearted human named Crocus. Crocus had a unique bond with all the creatures of the woods, but his dearest friend was a spirited squirrel named Iris. Iris was no ordinary squirrel. Her fur gleamed like autumn leaves and her eyes sparkled with joy. One crisp autumn day, Crocus went for a leisurely walk. He breathed in the fresh air and admired the rich tapestry of colorful leaves that adorned the trees. He walked, he heard a familiar chattering sound. It was Iris, balancing skillfully on a branch, her bushy tail flipping with excitement. Good morning, Iris, Crocus caught up waving. Good morning, Crocus. Look what I found, Iris chirped back, holding an acorn. Crocus smiled at the sight of his friend's delight. Yes, the fine's a fine acorn you had there. Have you had breakfast yet? Iris shook her head. If would you like to join me for some berries and nuts? Crocus asked. Iris scampered down the tree and leapt into Crocus's outstretched arms. As they settled on a blanket beneath their favorite oak tree, the two friends shared stories and laughter. Crocus gently cradled Iris, who nibbled her acorn contentedly. And now, Iris, Crocus began, overawed something magical about these moments we share. I feel like embracing an entire forest when I hold you. Iris's eyes twinkled. And I feel like flying above the treetops when even with you, Crocus. They sat together in comfortable silence, the bond between them growing stronger with each heartbeat. The forest around them seemed to whisper tales of friendship and trust. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the woods, Crocus and Iris held each other close. It reminds me we will always have these moments, Iris whispered. Crocus nodded. Always. In every season, in every year, we'll embrace each moment just like this. And so, under the canopy of stars, Crocus and Iris felt the beauty of their bond, wrapped in the embrace of friendship and the whispering woods. Good night, and may you find peace in your dreams.